How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Cardinal Smith here with another episode of Let's Play Football Manager 2014. Here we are at Heerenveen and the season is over. We are reeling after our cup final defeat, and what's more, we ended this season on a bit of a low with a 0-0 draw at home to Rhoda JC mid-table team. Bit of a poor result. Of course, remember the last episode? We lost the cup final. Mitchell Dix was a bit of a dick, gave away the goal and also got himself sent off. We had 2 red cards as well. Pretty terrible all-round day for the Heerenveen fans and team. But this is a bit of an end of season summary, so let's just focus on that. If I go to Heerenveen, we go to stats and team. We can start to see some of the stats. So home form and away form, Heerenveen, we're top. We just, we've won so many games in the run-up to the end of the season there. In terms of goals, we weren't even in the top 5 of most scored, but conceded we were second. So it was actually, for all my attacking football and desire for wanting more goals, we didn't score that many compared to the other teams. But we didn't concede that many either, so sort of bored our way to a lot of victories. In terms of players, key players this season have been Finn Bogson. Any goals we have scored have basically come through him, so he's third in the goal scoring chart with 18 goals. In terms of assists for goals, Hakan Ziyech, my left winger, just 11 assists, which is really good for the season. And games won. Nordville, our keeper, basically played every game I took part in, or I was managing. He was just unbelievable. He was great, the Swedish maestro. But other than that, no stars really shining out there, which is a little bit disappointing if you ask me. So I need to really think about what I want to do next season. Highest average rating was a right back. Oh well, you know what? Do you really want to see this stuff? I'm not so sure. But you know what? I'm kind of thinking about my reputation now, and as I build or start thinking about next season, I'm also start thinking about what's the future. I'm in Holland right now. Always been in Holland in this season, but a load of managers across Europe. I've just sacked all their a load of teams now have no manager. My eyes are drawn to the German division. It's not somewhere I've ever managed in 2014. And if I go take a look, Wolfsburg have sacked their manager, but they're also in the Europa League next season, which is interesting. Now Heerenveen have qualified. They finished second in the league. We're 5 points behind the champions Ajax, which, to be honest, doesn't sound like a lot, but the quality they have in their team is a gulf. It'll be take some work to catch up with that, and I don't still have any budget, or I can't sign anyone for next season yet. The test, we're a long way ahead, 11 points, so we're sort of out on our own. We have qualified for the Champions League, but Wolfsburg have scored the Europa League. It's a step down, but it's a bigger league, more money, bigger budget, better players. They have a lovely green kit. Yes, lovely, sponsored by the People's Cars of Germany, Volkswagen. We're not good in the history of that. And they also have decent players, such as this guy, Kevin De Bruyne. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Let's call him Kevin. Crossing, first touch, long shots, passing, technique, flair, creativity, natural fitness. The boy is a beast. The boy is only 22. I could manage that, mother. And we just have an excellent time destroying teams. This is the players. I have had a look already, if I'm honest. There's some just gems. Luis Gustavo, brilliant Brazilian defensive midfielder with, is Gustavo really a Brazilian name? Just sounds like another, particular German sort of word. So, you know what? I'd like to hear it from you. Should I apply for another job? Should I stick with Heerenveen? Or should I say, you know what, Chris, just do it. Just go for it. Wolfsburg's job application received. There it is. And just so you know, here's a little news piece for you. Dick's loan finishes. His loan was severed, as I said would happen. He has gone back to his beloved Ajax, where he can waste away sitting on the bench or playing in the reserves. Because before the cup final, I was considering making an offer to Ajax to buy him outright. Alas, no such luck there. I am trying to purchase some players, and De Graafschap, my old team, won't sell me one of their youth goalkeepers, so I don't care. You can stay there. And so this has been the end of season update. It's all it really is. I have applied for Wolfsburg, but yes, we've Smith isn't viewed as a favourite to land the job, but his interest will be news to supporters keen for a name to be confirmed. So I'm not necessarily going to be one of the big favourites to get the job, but it's a good gauge for me to see where I stand in world football. You know, because I've had a pretty class season with Heerenveen. Here's a lot of Dutch words here. Paul Acklemaid has called into question, he'd like to ask you. Speculation this week lining you strongly with the Wolfsburg post. Any comment? I'm flattered to be linked with Wolfsburg. It's nice to hear you being linked with high-profile jobs. I mean, you're doing well. I won't rule anything out. I think that sounds like a nice thing to say. But this is it for now. The next video will sort of be here's what's happened, here's what I've done. I'm preparing for the new season, which I'm pretty excited about. I love the off season. I love signing players, and getting good deals, bringing new blood into the team. Unfortunately, I don't have much of in the way of a budget to sign anyone in Heerenveen right now, which is the reason why I'm thinking about looking elsewhere. But see how it goes. Talk to you soon. Peace.